What's going on, everybody? Ed0626. I hope you all are having a fantastic day today. Before I start today's commentary, that I got a gameplay on Bog with the M60. I know you've seen this before on the channel. I've had more or less 3 to 4 gameplays of this on the channel. I don't know why, I don't know how, but for some reason every time I use this gun on this map, good things happen to happen, and I get pretty decent gameplays out of it. So, I don't know, it just happens to happen. So, hope you guys enjoyed that in the background. Now, as far as the actual video topic goes, as you can tell, we're going to be talking about a serious topic today. And this topic stems from an issue that occurred a few weeks ago that I didn't touch on then, but I will touch on now. And it has to do with, in correlation with the 8 Thoughts situation and how he got his second strike on his channel. Now, to pull the curtain back and to rewind time a little bit for those of you who are unaware of what had actually happened, 8 Thoughts, a Call of Duty YouTuber, pretty controversial for some of his views on not just the website, but on other topics regarding, gaming and Call of Duty and society and stuff like that. He got a second strike on his channel for a pretty tame criticism video. And he had had a previous strike on his channel before for criticisms of another YouTuber and stuff like that, but which was also not really malicious, but for some reason he got a strike. This second strike, I won't name the instance of and who it was talking about, but I don't agree with it at all. I think this strike was pretty lame, but that's besides the point. That's said and done, and there's really no way you can go back and fix time with that. Now, I've had a little bit of a conversation with 8 Thoughts about the situation. For whatever reason, he's talked, he actually follows me on my personal Twitter account, which I don't know how and I don't know why, but I'm not really complaining. I'm not going to bother to ask. But that's, again, besides the point. The way I see it is this situation with him getting his second strike is another prime example of those who are weak, making decisions for those who are strong. And YouTube, as we all know, has become a very weak-minded website. There's a lot of societal factors that are factoring into this website it's really taking away the charm, or really already has taken away the charm that YouTube once had. And a lot of the times it's just, you just can't do anything anymore. I can go on and rant about how over it I am with this, but at the same time, it's also made me think about my own sort of morality. Because, I'm not one to... I've stirred the pot maybe once or twice in the past. For instance, the Heroes versus Villains video, the couple of other videos I've made in the past that maybe did pretty well. For me, and my size of a channel anyway. And I wonder how, in the grand scheme of things on YouTube, how that actually affects my channel in the future. Because we all know people are so butthurt, they'll just go and report things that they don't like because, oh, my feelings. So, I don't know, man. I feel like we're reaching this, especially whether it's on YouTube or the internet as a whole, we're reaching this adapt or perish mindset. And as someone that supports in the idea of social Darwinism, more or less because, again, it's supposed to be the strong leading the weak or taking over the weak, it's now becoming the reverse of that. And I don't know how, and I don't know why. And again, I can go on and on about it if I wanted to, but it makes me question, because I have a lot of videos of me not really having a filter. Not saying I would say anything bad or malicious towards someone, but at the same time, I've been known to fly off the handles once or twice. Again, I hate to admit it, but the Heroes versus Villains video is a prime example of that. And I sit here and I wonder to myself, God, are videos such as that I've made, or even like dumb little live commentary or stream highlight videos when I used to stream, how is that going to affect me in the future? And I don't know. I don't really have that answer. I hope I never have to have that conversation with myself and what I want to do here on this website. Because to be honest with you, I really enjoy YouTube. I enjoy making videos. This hobby that I have has gotten me into so many different professions, whether it's in the radio world or podcasting. By the way, go support 69 Whiskey. radio podcasting, video editing, stuff like that. I wouldn't even call video editing a profession, as it is more of a passion. But I don't know. I mean, I feel as though the love and the charm that the love for the charm of this website is kind of dwindling for me even more now than ever, especially considering this 8Thought situation, which, again, you don't have to like the guy, but anyone with a brain can understand that whatever those strikes were for were A, not communicated well as to what actually he did, and B, it kind of reeks of a website trying to be out to get someone. And I've touched on deplatforming in the past and how I don't agree with the Leafy situation and how they went about doing that, because, again, I really do not... I'm not a supporter of deplatforming, and apparently a lot of people now more than ever are, and it makes absolutely little to no sense to me how anyone can support depending on the person. Of course, I will say that. I mean, depending on the person, if Hitler is around today and spewing the shit he pulled back in the 1930s and 40s, I could see someone deplatforming Hitler, but like in today's world. But there's a lot of shit that's more or less tame that gets canceled, for lack of better terms, and deplatformed, and it's just such a weak mentality that a lot of these websites like Twitter and Facebook and YouTube are taking on, and it makes me question the future of what the content I have to create on this channel. As we all know, I'm approaching 10 years on this godforsaken website. Like, I really am approaching 10 years on this shit, and I got to sit here and question my own morality of my own ideas of what I want to do on this site now. I mean, I could go and say, I probably will, and I can go and say, fuck it, I'm not going to change at all, or I could just go and say, maybe I gotta tweak a few things here and there. I don't know. I really don't. Considering I have a lot of projects that I want to bring to YouTube in the future, that especially considering 69 Whiskey, I'm not sure if the shit we say can be, for lack of better terms, allowed. And that's a conversation I have to have with those in the powers that be within my own circle that run the podcast. But it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you all on the next video.